good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. 50 Cent is a controversial figure, all right? And he's a person that he has a lot of online beefs. He goes after people. And we all know about Michael K. Williams and his recent passing because of his overdose. And 50 Cent used that opportunity to promote his TV show, okay? But I'll get into that in a minute. But there's been some history between the two men. In 2018, there was some beef regarding a certain subject, and Michael K. Williams was pretty much calling 50 Cent a liar about something, but it was indirectly, and then 50 Cent reposted this Omar gay scene that he played in The Wire, and 50 Cent said, pretty much like, how much do they pay you to play a punk? In other words, kind of coming after his sexuality. Like, yo, bro, this is what you do. Like, who are you to try to challenge me? So it was already some proof that they don't like each other. But true to form, 50 Cent used this situation to say this. Tay music! Hey, if you don't get a chance to see Raising Kanan, check it out. Fentanyl is a hell of a drug. And by putting this, he's saying, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. All right? Basically, a lot of people took that to heart because he used the screenshot of Michael K. Williams being dead and things like that. People thought this was very ignorant. People thought this was very lame. So much so that 50 Cent deleted the post. Okay? But I want to say this, as black men, sometimes we have to have some discernment. And I'm learning that, and I'm not I am not perfect myself, but we shouldn't use the death of people or someone's bad circumstance to promote our agenda. And the reason why is because we are black men. When we use the fact that a brother has suffered or has died and we are insensitive to how he feels, how his family feels, and you're somebody as prominent as 50 Cent, what we're doing is we're teaching people how to treat us. All right? And 50 Cent, he says he don't do no fake love shit. He different. But if you're different, just don't say nothing. If you don't like the guy, he's passed, don't say nothing. Just shut up. Right? There's plenty of people that I know that have passed. I didn't like them. Do I got to comment on it? No. I don't. I just don't say anything. But the reality is that if it's another African American male, I'm going to be sensitive to the fact that people love him. He got a mama that care about him. He got kids that care about him. He has a community that cares about him. And out of respect, I won't say anything. But then so many times, when we don't show each other respect, we get mad when people don't show us the respect. The police, black women. And I'm telling you right now, one of the reasons, and you guys are gonna like this, but one of the reasons why we have so many issues with black women, because black men don't respect black men. A lot of times, you can set the standard. If black women saw black men having respect for each other, they'll respect you more too. But when you don't, you're talking about your brothers out there, you're throwing them under the bus, well, that's what they're gonna do. We gotta be honest about that. So many times, we are willing to trade in our trash brother for the sake of money, fame, and all of that. You can get all of that and you have no respect. And then you wonder why we can't develop as a group of men. You wonder why we have problems. Okay? We have problems because we don't look at the big picture. And a lot of times we got to think about it. It's bigger than us. What about the next group of black men are coming in after us? Like, don't we have to show them an example of, at least if we don't like each other, how to stay out of each other's way? You know, there's situations on YouTube I see with guys that I've had beefs with. There's guys, and particularly guys know that I don't like. Now, it's funny when I go through something, they got something to say. But if they have problems and they get exposed and they get called out for being whatever, you know what I do? I don't say nothing. I don't respond to it. The reason why I don't respond to it for the most part is because, number one, we still black men. Okay? Number two, there are people who are sympathetic to their life. Like there's been YouTubers that I know that have had certain levels of sickness and it got out. People have died and it's gotten out. People went to prison and it's gotten out. I ain't got nothing to say. I won't say anything at all. If it's like real tough things, I won't say anything at all. You know? And I think that 50 Cent, you're trying to promote your show because the main character on the show had a fentanyl overdose. Michael K. Williams had a fentanyl overdose. Bro, like, if people aren't watching the show right now, you mentioning that is not going to make them watch the show. Now you look insensitive. Now you look stupid. You deleted both your posts. And you're too old to be acting like a kid. Like, how old are you? You know? You're almost in your 50s.
It's 50.
And you're acting like a little boy. And it just goes to show you that, you know, people, no matter how much money they have, there's a certain level of stupidity is going there, you know, and a level of pettiness that don't need to be there. And to be honest, 50 Cent should be above that. Okay, as much as he's accomplished, he should be above that. But some people are not above being fucking stupid.
Oh my God.
He's one of them. You know, it's where he's at. But hopefully he can learn from it and move on. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.